So we have become, over the last 7 years of our existence, the largest renewable energy company in Africa. We are producing right now, we have a generation capacity operating more than 1,000 megawatts, which is quite a lot. If you look at Africa overall, renewable power is 7-8 gigawatt, and at 1 gigawatt of this is ourselves. So we are very happy to have been so successful over the years, and of course we are looking into the future to even grow further in many countries. Unlike many other companies, we are focusing only on renewables, so that means solar, wind, and some ancillary technologies, and only on the African continent. And we will continue doing so. Thank you. Yeah, we are a long-term investor, so we are here to stay for 20, 30 years to come. And if you're taking that kind of view, and also in addition, we are looking at majority ownerships. So if you have that kind of background, then it's very important to see how over the 20 years, you're going to be a contributor to the community. In Africa in particular, it's not sufficient to just provide electrons. That's only half of the story. You really need to become part of the community. And therefore, what we are doing is a certain portion of our revenues are always dedicated to the communities every year. And that counts to many $1 million over the life of a project that we are contributing back to the community. And we do this together with the community. So we have what we call our strategy, ESG strategy, is on education, it's on entrepreneurship, and it's on environment. The 3 E's, as we call them. And we're working on mostly on this type of programs together with the community. So we're looking where are the needs of the community on one side, but also where is the strength of the community, where they can, be able to do even more, where they have a strength. And obviously we're always trying, wherever they are in the community, to make the community cleaner. So just give you an example. For instance, in Senegal, where we're involved in a 160 megawatt project, there we have seen that there's a lot of agriculture going on, but based on very basic instruments. So they're using still, or they've been using, I should say, fuel-related pumps. We exchanged it with solar pumps. All right, they in the schools they didn't have any IT. So we put a lot of modern IT there, and over 1,500 students already have gone through this process. We also focusing on women, right? And we're making sure that when they go and sell their produce, that's being done in a safe place. So we have created 2 marketplaces there, and there's many, many more things that we are doing with the communities, and of course they love us for us. Yeah, let me start maybe first with renewable energy and then with Lekela. If you look at Africa, the total installed capacity there is about 240 gigawatt. There was about 2 years ago, IFC made a study where they said, actually the technical capacity for doing wind in Africa is 59,000 gigawatts. So that's 250 times the existing entire capacity of Africa. So what it shows is you have abundant natural resources, to do this. Obviously, it will never get to this level, but nonetheless, it shows you how important wind and solar can become. The problem is, if you look currently, what you see is out of the electricity supply, only a single-digit amount, 6, 7, 8%, not more than that, is coming out of renewable power, right? So there's a huge capacity there. And I think it has been now recognized by pretty much all the governments that the future is renewables. That means that most of them, if not all of them, are looking now for levels within the next 5 to 10 years, this decade. They're looking to get to 20 or 30 or even more percentage of renewable in their energy mix. So that shows that actually the window of opportunity starts opening. And the reason why it does is not because it's green. That's great that it's green. But in addition to that, it's more affordable. It's cheaper. Both solar and wind are cheaper in most areas than any conventional plant, right? And now with the dawn of batteries, you also get storage facilities, and the project, the problems are being resolved. So I see overall Africa as a great market to be in the next 5 to 10 years for sure, even more, even on a longer term basis. And where do we fit in? I think clearly what we like is to continue with our strategy, which means, focusing on Africa. We don't need to go outside of Africa. There's enough opportunity there. Focusing on solar and wind, but also some ancillary technologies, like, for instance, battery, or also looking maybe at not selling just to the governments, but doing, commercial, industrial power purchase agreements, with privates and things like that. So trying to, increase a bit the envelope and coming in with new things that are already implemented in other parts of the world, but we are bringing them and we are commercializing them within the African continent. And hopefully by that, making the people happy and giving them the base, because the base is really electricity for any development. Electricity and water, by the way. Electricity and water are the key ingredients that you need for development. Thank you.